Hey, hello. This is Ink. This is Godot stuff. Look, this dude has no arms. Yay. Well, let's get started. So the point is, we have this avatar. We have the markers, which I still need to create more of the markers because I don't have the full skeleton. And yeah, we have the skeleton. And the skeleton needs to have points to be tracked. Yeah, I'm using currently Mixamo skeleton. Probably going to be the same, like even like with the skeleton which I'll be using for camera tracking seems to be having the same points. Well, mostly the same points. Does not have this all of the spine point because, well, my tracker does not have ability to differentiate the spine rotation, I guess. Yeah. Then curvature. Yeah, spine curvature. Okay. So we have the skelly, we have this fabric 3D node. So I guess let's just add all of the markers which I will be needing. Did I actually add anything that's useful? No, not yet. Not yet. What did I do? I don't remember. It's been a while. Also have this one. This one is a bit more simpler and uses UDP to move the points, but the coordinate system is not correct. Oh yeah. Okay, we have elbow trackers, we have hand trackers, shoulder trackers. Do we need to add a head tracker? Maybe. Skeleton. Hand. Forearm trackers. Forearms are required for what? Which one it is? Sure, let's add it. It will be easier to just remove it later. Marker. Left for arm. Marker 3D. Right. For marker 3D. Actually, why is it all? You can just omit the 3D because there's no difference. It is going to be 3D. There's no point of not having a 3D marker. Let's things to right. Okay, so that is this. Forearms, and that's hands. I will not be tracking individual fingers, so that's kind of not needed. Well, that was difficult to start today. Okay, so that's shoulders. That's another shoulder. leggies. I do need legs. Leg marker, left leg marker. Left upper leg and left leg is okay. Left up leg. It's a thigh basically. Left upper leg. Upper leg, left leg. There will be a lot of markers, but that's what's needed to what I need. Okay, right. It's just so it would be easier to understand the points which I will be having. So that's left leg. Foot. I will not be tracking foot. My model does not have foot tracking, so it does not need to. Yeah, it does not have it. I don't know. We'll see. It would probably need to have like a spring bone or something like that. Or does it? Good point, actually. I actually never checked. New tab. Java pose. Nope. Cocker skeleton. Of course it will be. The cocker skeleton does not have foot tracking. Does not. Why is it full of? It's a shame that okay. I searched for Coco skeleton, which is basically a standard for computer vision research for human pose skeleton, and like most of the Google search is just Coco from some animated movie. It's also a skeleton, so technically it's correct. Not the right kind of correct. Okay, and that's leg and foot. Do I have shoulders? No. So now I also need spine trackers. Or more like marker. Hip marker. So the hip marker is which skelly part? That is a head, that is a spine, that is a hip. So this is a hip, which is for Mixamo is a root node. For most other applications, it's not a root node. So hips. So basically that is just a point. And if I move the skeleton point here, yeah. See? It moves that exact point, which is the root of the whole character. Okay. Let's actually add a name for it better. So hip. That's a hip. Now there's another bone. Waist or chest? I think that's a waist. Although in that case, I probably don't need it, as my tracker again does not have this information. It only has the full torso rotation. Maybe. I don't know. If I rotate this bone. Well, technically it does have it. Whee! Yeah, so that's a waist marker. It's probably not needed because I can just track the chest. Okay, I have another one. So that would be tracking chest, neck, shoulders. I'm not sure. I think I'll be taking off the camera 3D thingies first, just because I could test things first. We have the marker. Let's eliminate those. Oh no, they are actually correct. Or are they? I think I just need 2 bone. Not a fabric IK. Add IK. To bone IK. Maybe? Godot IK settings. Godot IK. Let's try leg. Sure. Target node. Left leg. Pole node. Left upper leg. Root bone. Left upper leg. I don't know actually. Look, it's simpler to do add, sure. Chains with limitations, yeah. Very simple. Add element, target node, left leg marker, root bone, left leg and bone, left foot. Good. And now if we save it, and now we can do the, wait, no, that's not the right thing. Left leg marker. And now I can do this. Yeah. Can I change the limits on it? Joint. Rotation axis. All. Nope, not all. X. X, okay. Left leg marker. See, now it's actually rotating by only one axis, which is correct for a leg. Okay. Limitation. I do need a limitation. Cone. Joint limitation. Angle 90. I think it's more than 90. Right axis. Mm. Shut up, phone. It's saying I need to drink some water. Sure, I'll drink some water. Also, probably need to put on my app. Run the app I was developing, so if you're interested, look into the. I forgot. It's called Rest. Mm-hmm. $90. It's not 90 degrees. It should be changed a bit. Rotation. This one changes the angle. Okay, this one changes the rotation. Okay. So the angle. If I do this, I should be able to see better. Nope. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is... Pardon my language. This is radiance. Why? Why are you radiance? Anyways, this one should be like this. Yeah, that's the limit. And the angle in which it can actually rotate. How much can the leg go? A lot. Basically a lot. Sure. 135 degrees. Let's round it up. Save it, and now if I take the left leg marker, rotate it, so you can only rotate like this. It probably can go even more. Can it? Well, mine can. Let's keep this limit because it may technically could go as much as this. Like an actual leg probably can bend more like this. The issue is, even if it could bend like this, my tracking will not be able to figure that out because it will be just too close by. Okay. So this is one leg. Interesting. If I move it like this, oh wait, that's not the right thing. Left leg tracker. It only follows the rotation because it's just one. not sure how it goes. Add the this one. Left upper leg tracker. Root bone be left hips, just hips, and bone name. Whoops. Left leg. What? Okay. Why? Why are you doing this? Why did you rotate everything? Extend end bone. Left leg marker. Oh, that's like upper leg marker. Whee! Whee! Kinda. Yeah. Look, it kinda works. Yeah, it is rotating around along this axis, but that's how it's actually going to be. Yeah, and I changed the position of it, and it rotates the whole body. Kinda odd, but I guess that's how it is. And if I change the left leg marker to, for example, where it should try to be, like if it draws the vector here, it seems to be okay. Yeah. Because it basically tries to make the knee match the location. See? Match the location. And this one is also... Technically could also be like that. It looks even funkier from the side. Silly, but yeah. So for example, if my inverse kinematic, well, if my YOLO tracker can draw the line like this, I can project, and it will attempt to match it. Probably match it very poorly because, well, there's not much there. See? Tries matching this location, which is, if I actually use it like this, it's okay. And I can do that like this, and just break it, but should be able to work. Especially if I actually add another leg tracking. Okay. Beautiful. IK, can I copy this bone? Joint limitation. Let's add another folder, front limit. Knee limit. Knee limit. Okay. So it kind of works. Should have maybe it should have some limitations on the hip. But it's very difficult to actually determine the angles. Maybe a bit later. Let's try another leg. So, right leg marker, root bone, right upper leg, and bone, right leg. Good. So now if I go to the right leg marker, actually no, limitation, quick load, meter limit. That is not right. This is not right. I'm using wrong root bones. Right leg and right foot. Then you attach the foot bones to some object and you just move around and you have a skater. This is very powerful. Honestly, this is just amazing. Okay, so we have legs. And now another one. Target node assign. Right upper leg, hips, and right leg. Whee! Dancing. Okay. So that's my dude. Right leg marker. Like, we be here. Right upper leg marker. We should be here. Wait a minute. The limits are not working for it. Hey, right leg, why are you not limited correctly? Rotation axis X. Now it will be limited correctly. Right leg marker. Now we can just do this. Nope. Hey, what's up with that? Clear. Left leg marker. Well, it's a knee limit. So why doing limitation? quick load. It can't be the same one? Oh, the offset is not saved. But now it should be correct. Yep, now it's correct. Now I can actually do things better. So now it just rigs. Whee! Mm-hmm. Interesting. Why is it not following correctly? Because my leg itself, it's not in the right place. Right leg down, right upper leg. Kinda funky when it's not limited, I guess. It's very likely also problematic because the hips are the root bone and not the ground. Perhaps. Yeah. Yeah. So that's hips and stuff. Can I lock this one? Good. So that's legs. Legs. I am so sleepy. Good. Make sure save. Okay, hips are good. Do I have chest? Not really. I could add chain IK. Which one is chest? Because I will be able to track. Yeah, it's a spine. My tracker can track the shoulders. Although I guess it's not the shoulders that is tracking. Let me consult my resources. Okay. Yeah. My tracker cannot follow the shoulders themselves, it can only follow the upper arms. Which is, I guess, it is shoulders, but not this shoulders. So I can technically, these probably would be stable, maybe? And only follow the left arm. No. Root bone. Yeah, left arm. Left shoulder. Yeah, these bones are kinda difficult to be used. The root bones. Okay, I don't know, maybe add another one, which would be... For all joints, simultaneous but natural and smooth movement. Maybe. At the element target node. Be probably left shoulder. Yeah. Left shoulder. Left shoulder marker. Root bone would be spine. And bone would be left shoulder. That's always silly. A left shoulder marker, we move it up. What? Why you got stuck? What's wrong with your spine? Interesting. Kind of interesting how it behaves. Of course, this one does not do anything if it rotates. But yeah, generally okay-ish. Probably need to fix the positions of my legs. Left leg marker. Here. Left upper leg marker should be in here. I don't know why I'm doing this. Right upper leg. Yep. Right leg. Yep. Why are you like this? Where are you going? Why the hips are rotating? The hips should be rotating, I guess. Maybe it's just because it's a root bone. That's why it's incorrect. Very likely that it's because it's a root bone. Yes, if I go to the shoulder, right upper leg, no, right left shoulder. Shoulder should be down. So it for some reason does not want to rotate like this. Or more like, for some reason the hips are being rotated. Skeleton. Pose disabled. Okay. Yeah, that fixes the hip bone. And if I now fix my legs. Should I also disable the head? Not sure though. Right arm, right shoulder, left shoulder. Okay, that is a bit better. So if I take this and also add for the right shoulder marker, root bone will be spine, and bone will be right shoulder. Lol. Yeah, of course, because it's at the bottom here. Helicopter. Am I picking the wrong bone? Maybe. Oh, it does work like this, which is also amazing. Which means it should work in some way tracking. Up and down, up and down, up and down. I guess the issue probably is because the root is hips. Yeah. Could be. And in my case, probably the root should be the head, because I will be binding to the head. Maybe. No idea. But in general, I can actually now do a better tracking. Left shoulder, the problem is that the hips are not correct. Okay, let's do other parts. Target node, left elbow, left arm, left forearm. What's the difference between forearm and elbow tracker? Naming? Arm. Elbow tracker. Okay, I need to change it actually. The forearm, wrist. The root should be shoulder, the tail should be arm. The root should be shoulder. This one should be arm. That's correct. That's an elbow tracker. That's an elbow tracker. Another one. Forearm. So the root should be arm. No, the previous was. What? That's the wrong one. Yeah, the root should be arm. So left forearm, the root should be arm. And the tail should be forearm. And now if you take forearm, now it tracks the forearm. Let's go. So what does... That's not correct. Okay, this one tracks the elbow. And forearm. So in this case, I could probably call it not the forearm track, but just actually call it a joint name. Okay, forearm. The forearm should be called a wrist. The elbow is correct, and shoulder is correct. So left elbow and left wrist. Good. Of course, if I do this, it also follows all of this. Yeah. Save it. Okay. Okay. Elbow. Oh, it's on another page now. Didn't they change? Added the theme. Editor. Theme. Modern. Compact. Okay. So that's the wrist. And now I need for the other side. Wait. Yeah. Other side. Add a sign. Right wrist marker will be right arm and right forearm. Now right wrist can just go like this. Of course, when it's just one, it's very easy. Silly. Okay, good to know. Anyways, what? So I added right wrist. It's kind of odd that it does not fully follow through. Right wrist. Add element. Right elbow. Shoulder. Right shoulder and right arm. And now we take right elbow and we move it back here. Okay. That is a lot of rigging. Of course, you could just like make it a bit easier and not rig everything. but I want to make it as close as to the camera tracking as possible. Hello. Hi. Okay. So, yeah, this is the most things I have. I may also... I don't need neck tracking. I don't. Or do I need it? I don't actually have the neck bone. Maybe I do need it. Chest? Or neck? Chest. Chest marker. And the chest marker should be in here. And this one... chest marker. Root bone should be spine. And remove the chest marker. Yep, that is correctly. Now that is a good tracking. And now we can do this. Up, 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 up. And if I go to right shoulder, left shoulder, it seems that the shoulders are not tracking correctly at all. How did I do the shoulders? And what is the spine one then? So the chest is okay, the shoulders are not. Is it spine 1? Left shoulder. Yeah, it's spine 1. Or more like that. These should be able to be extended. Because shoulders actually... Okay, if we have a chest, and this length changes. Kinda. Because if we go to the skeleton, this part rotates. Likely. Okay, if we go to left shoulder, nope. Okay, I need to take a break for a bit. Have a stretch a bit. Yep. Or do I need to? Should be within the same skeleton or a different one. Because the shoulder. Which bone is it again? Spine 2, spine 1. Neck. I think this, see? It has 2 of the... It has 3 tails. That is a problem. So... how to know which of the both it's actually moving? make the root bone chest. Okay. Left shoulder. Right shoulder. Of course, adding limits would probably help a lot. Okay, that is better. That is way better. That's the shoulder. And then we have 2 shoulders and chest. And if we go to the top side, if I have it here, left shoulder here, got over here. Should also probably even have the chest markers in the center. I can say, okay, we can do up and down, side to side. Right shoulder here and left shoulder is in here. And we can rotate it. Yeah, maybe it's okay. I'm not sure why the legs are just messing around like this. Because it is the root bone, the hips. Yeah. And maybe just add the limits and it would fix up. It's currently kind of messy. Maybe it's just because some have this limit on the rotation of the bones. See, it's in a bit of a weird place. Like, it cannot actually fit it. So it's either because of the solver. Maybe they need a different solver for it to fit, but otherwise seems to be okay-ish. Of course, we would need to have some footage, not footage, feed to actually track them. Not track them. Control? Make them controllable. Okay. Yeah. What if I disable the extent? Oh yeah, that actually looks even better. Right shoulder, right elbow. Let's actually make it the right location where it should be. Right elbow, left elbow, down, left wrist, right wrist. Totally incorrect location. I need to check the right wrist. It seems to be okay. Right wrist marker should be in here. Left wrist is okay. Right shoulder seems to be okay-ish. Kinda odd. Is it really because of the limits? Maybe. IK? Line, navigation, skeleton IK. Rotate all bones of a skeleton bone chain in the way it places and bone. Yeah, that's an old one. Root. Nope. Yeah, I think it's very likely because of how the routing is done. Or the limits are placed. Could be either of those. Left elbow. Or the fact that I just did 2 of these, not 1. Or make it deterministic. Okay, okay. Also deterministic. Okay, okay, okay. That is very good. And now it's broken. Why are you stuck? Oh, because you're clipping for elbow. Right elbow. Left upper leg. That does not seem to be okay at all. Do the splits. This is because I don't have the limits. Let's try adding the limits to the legs. Left here. If I was doing this would not help. Rotation actions. Well, it can rotate fully, so not really. Okay, we have the cone of rotation. Sure, I can have it like this, I'm gonna have it like this, and our cone will be maybe it's okay. And for the other leg, limits, new limitations. Look, it's it's moving. Because that would not work. I could just increase the distance. Right upper leg. Now that is better. Look. Yeah, that is better. I can do this normally now. Yeah. So yeah, it's the limits. I needed to add the limits to the joints. And now it moves normally. This one is still kind of failing because it is limited in a bit different way. Okay. Maybe I should extend the bones. What is the extending bones actually do? Right leg, extend the bone. Not the right one. Guess nothing. Okay. Something. Huh? Is it because I changed the shoulder trackers? Up. Shoulder. Up. Chest. Up. Maybe. Oh no, because I added deterministic. Yeah, there's still like a lot of limits and a lot of figuring out which one of these IK should I be using, but in general, I do have the track points. Now I probably need to somehow feed it. Feed it. hook it. Or rig it so the head would be the root. Or the neck. Neck up and down. Kinda works. Okay. What do you have attached to the script? Nothing. The script has nothing attached. Okay, switch to the code. Nope. Export. Export public marker 3D left elbow marker. Yeah, same thing. Marker. It's a typo. That's again a typo. Yep, right shoulder marker. I just forgot it. Right shoulder marker. Right arm. Wait, right arm marker is not being used. I think. Yeah. Right. Wrist marker. Left wrist marker. Wrist. Should probably rename these. That's a knee. Left knee. Right knee. Yeah. And that's not left leg. This will be left ankle. Biology lessons. Ankle. Left knee marker. Right knee marker. Left ankle marker and right ankle marker. And also chest marker and hips marker. So that is all of the markers we need. A lot. It's still an issue of the routing, but at least we have the markers set up. Not really, like, I could show, like... Yeah, what do you mean by this kind of system? Like, I can do this, and it follows. In general, if it's the moving of the parts... Okay, let's make a new scene. I can just show you. We have this bot. We can add this bot. Yeah, we add this bot. Very simple. Make local. We have the bones. You can download many models for it. Then you add a IK, which is inverse kinematics model. You can just select any of these, does not really matter. Then you also add a marker. This is a thing which you'll be using to control your character. Go to the fabric IK, the inverse kinematics, add an element, say, hey, we'll be following this marker. And we'll start from the left shoulder to wait, was it left? Left shoulder to left hand pinky. And that's it. That's about it. And now the left pinky is following... Wait, I'm not showing the things. Yeah, it's very simple. You add a skeleton, which you can download from anywhere. You add the inverse kinematic node. You add a marker. And then you can say which marker you want to track, which the root bone, which is where it starts all the chain, and the end bone. And then you could just do this. And the pinky follows the whole hand. And as for the remainder of the system, is still quite a lot of stuff to do. Like if I go back here, in my case, I will be using 3D tracking, so I need all of these points, which I can get fairly easily from the YOLO pose model, though it only gives you 2D, so I also need to make it 3D. There probably will be a lot of tuning. And also connecting with a headset, VR headset, or just again, fairly simple. You add origin, camera, and 2 controllers. That's about it. And you have the VR experience in Godot. The biggest difficulty would be to make these 2 coordinate systems match. Which I'm thinking I'll be changing the positions of some bones. Like if I open here, we go to the skeleton, and we go to the hand, and we press this, and I can then slowly move the hand bones. So these probably going to be matched with the, yeah, it has a, I don't know, there's still a lot of things to do, and I'm just currently fairly slow at this point. As for just inverse kinematics, it's very simple. Yeah. Open source community made it very simple to do. Do we need to track shoulders? Maybe. I may be overcomplicating myself trying to also track the shoulders when I just need probably just track elbows. Because the current one, okay. Add element, assign node, elbow, okay. Left shoulder and left arm. And now we can, why are you so far away? We can do this. And then we can do this, I guess. You can use two markers to track it. So you can see one of the can move the elbow. Tries to follow the elbow and also follow the other marker, which it kind of fails to do. Because the joints are not limited at all. Although it does look kind of funky. As for this one, it's still like, what am I doing? Okay, let's don't save this one. Build it. And we can assign all of the bones. Left elbow, right elbow, right elbow. Shoulders. Shoulder. Left knee. Right knee. It should be working with the regular camera. Yeah, I'm just using two old smartphones, which are streaming camera feed, and it uses basic OpenCV calibration. Yeah, you don't need infrared. You only need infrared if you want to do it in the dark. Yeah, use it in the dark, or I guess have a better depth perception. I don't know. You know, I'm not actually sure if that model would work for it. Let's see. If I save it, let me open some resources. New tab. That is this one. We open this. Open this, and we open. I think this should be okay. Do this. Yeah. Basically, I'll be using YOLO pose model, which basically gives you all of the 17 key points. Yeah, basically, which you can use to track your positions. It's fairly easy to set up, like very easy to set up, but it only gives you 2D. It does not give you a 3D information. So in this case, if your application just is an avatar like my current one, which is in the corner, it's okay because it would be enough. Because you can just use the markers to move your character in very limited space. My application will require a 3D, so yeah, basically having 2 regular cameras is enough. Yeah, just 2 stereo, well, I guess a stereo camera. For the user's biggest difficulty would be just calibrating with the checkerboard. Yeah, using this kind of model. Okay, let's hide this one, close this one. So, for example, if you use one camera and you want to move the avatar, you can. Then you take the marker and then just move the marker in 2D plane, which will move your character. And if you add the correct limits, probably will move it okay-ish. Like even the chest, you can do this. This is just moving in 2D, which you would get the information from the model. But if you want to move in 3D, that's a bigger issue. Whee! Dot, 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 dot. Okay, did I actually assign everything? Nope. Right knee. I may be talking much, but I'm not saying much. Left ankle. Right ankle. Chest and hips. You can also animate in here. I don't need it at the moment. Okay, we have the markers and we'll be able to actually move it. So if I go into code, let's make a short to do. To do. So steps, we have the markers. And I have the system which already takes 3D camera poses and I guess gives you actual 3D pose estimation. But it does not bind it with a VR headset yet because there are some other issues. Mostly just displaying the acquired data on the application. Okay, so first. We have the markers. We have 3D YOLO pose coordinates. Then so connect to the YOLO pose stream. So connect them to YOLO pose stream and map factor poses to the markers. See where the markers appear in 3D world. Do you move correctly? Yes. Okay, so that's one point. So when we'll be able to move the markers, we will see, okay, I have the mark information. I have the mark information. So mark information. If they basically draw a character in a way, can I actually draw a line 3D? No. Spline IK 3D. Not really. I would need to draw a mesh. Or have a debug character mesh. Which would be a pain to do, actually. Okay. Let's go back into the code. See where the markers appear in 3D world. I can actually just close this one. I don't need this one. Bye. Don't need this one. Zoom in. Appear in 3D worlds. Move correctly. How do they move the character? Okay, we would be having markers, they would be moving. If the markers represent the 3D character correctly, then, and it actually moves somewhat in the right direction, it's okay. Very likely it's not going to be good. Very likely it's going to be very funky because the root bone is chest, not chest, the hips. Maximum root is hips. Likely we want move root to the head. Okay. We'll be following these. Already have a display of... Okay, next question would be, how far their ED is from I don't have head marker though. I need to add the head marker. How far HMD is from head marker? Head and wrist markers. There will be complicated things, but add the thing, marker, head marker. Yeah, head marker. Head marker. Save. I guess also there's probably a lot of other solutions which you can use for motion capture. Blender has, I think, some things in it. But as I think they're mostly not on real time. And yeah, very likely requires multiple camera setups. And I'm doing it just because I'm interested in it. Of course, you can always buy a specialized 3D cameras, big setup, but realistically, I want to make this available to more people, not less. Yeah. Good. How far there is? Try to, I guess, match planes. Something like that. I don't remember anything else. Okay. Hmm. 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 Okay. Yeah, that's the stuff I will need to do. I don't think I want to do this at the moment. I want to experiment a bit more. How is it doing it? Oh, it was Python. Quit the project list. Where is it? This one. Yeah, boy. The difference is a learned thing or two here. It's very weird. Yeah, if I go back, doing it in C#, odd. The very big difference, that's why I'm actually doing it in C#, it's easier to read in the terms, easier to maintain, and you can basically have a class for like nodes, and everything else is just basic C#. You can have dependency injection, if you know what that is, which is basically making code better quality. It makes code better quality. It's weird. It's very weird, but it does work. It has less documentation. It's harder to debug because you need to set up some fancy, well, fancier setups like launch properties. It's easier to run the unit tests. Yeah, it is weird. But like the first game I did with Godot, I used Godot script. It was pain. It was a bit pain. Everything was just as the project grows, it becomes very difficult to maintain the Godot script. Very difficult. And I guess I just like C# way more. So we have the thing. What the hell am I doing here? main UI. I want to hide some things. UI controller. Pitch label. Look, Godot script. I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay, if we go to 3D, we have my avatar. Zinc the character. We have the skeleton. I'm being told I need to take a short break, but I don't want to. Now I can actually do add marker. Wait, not the marker. I need to add IK. Add IK. Sure, let's add fabric. Fabric IK. We add the marker. I don't know. Look, I spent years of doing the compile languages. That's how it is. I just learned mostly C, C++, and C#. I'm not a fan of the camel case, Pascal case. I don't know how it's usually written here. I don't know. It's not the thing I prefer. It worked for small things, yeah. It gets very difficult later. Pose overlay. Oh, this one set pose. I don't remember. I don't remember what was it doing. I have a thing. I'm pretty sure I will not be able to do the tracking anyways. We have the marker. We have this one. What do I export in here? I have a bone map. Ooh. I want to try one thingy. Smoothing. The snow does not have any export. Main controller. Oh yeah. I don't remember how to use export in here. Do I? Nope. It's been so long, I don't remember. How do you... Wait. I can just do this. Control this. Shift this. Alt. Yeah. Alt. Marker 3D. Good. Map bone names. Find skeleton. Skeleton self. Okay, it finds the skeleton. Map bone names. Stop all animation. Skeleton get path. That's just ready. If we go back to 3D model, go back in here. I can probably do thing like... Okay, this one should be in here. Expand. Settings, add element, assign marker. Okay. Root. I want it to move my hand. Ring. Hand left. Which one is it? Bone. Foot, spine, shoulder. Nope. hand right. Sure. Hand right. And the root bone will be probably shoulder right. Yep. Cheese. Okay. Let's get it done like this. I can move the marker up. Let's go. You can see how badly I set up the bones. It's terrible. It's just terrible. I guess the bones are correct, the meshes are not. Okay, and I will be moving this thing. Can I actually move my eyes? Yeah, I think, yeah, let's do eye? Eye left. Wait, no. Head. Head and eye left. That is not correct. Is it neck? What the hell? Silly. Well, I think it will work anyways. So instead of going all of this here, we go back in here. I don't remember anything about this code because most of the code was just generated for this test. Map bone. Start tracking. Okay. The bug neck. Start tracking. Python find skeleton. Set pose. Return. Pose position. It is a stop tracking. Stop tracking, run setup. Okay, that installs the stuff. And we need to set up progress. How was it doing this? Is it in UI? What's UI script? What's UI scene actually? Pitch, calibrate, pose overlay. I don't remember what pose overlay is. I need to close the window. Someone decided to smoke. To the skeleton, normalize on the viewport. Yeah. I think I can do this here. Draw key points. Shoulder. Nose. Vector 2D. Okay. I don't know. My brain is dead. I think I need to. Okay, I'll be right back. I want to check what kind of stuff it actually runs because I don't remember. Yeah, it will not work. Because it requires another camera. Wasn't that another one? Yeah, I think I had enough for today. Yeah. Should like display things? Maybe. Let me try. I'll hide myself. Damn, I'm gone. Missing. I hide myself. I pause again because I want to see if it actually has the overlay. Yeah, I think I will be stopping for now. I can't think at all. Still, pretty good, somewhat okay progress. Tools, not project. Go to project list. This one. Yeah, pretty good progress in terms of like I added the markers. I can move the markers and it moves the hopefully right limbs. Like I can move the leg, I can move the elbows, I can move the chest too. Up. And I'll be trying to connect it, hopefully, to my other application, which is basically the P stream using a protobuf. Like, yeah, I'm using protobuf as communication protocol, which basically has all the information for the poses. And I also feed that to the SteamVR driver, so I can use it as actual tracker and not just run Godot application. Again, Uh, Yep, so that would be it for today. So, bye bye. Thank you for watching. Probably going to continue this maybe next weekend. We'll see. I still have a lot of